Welcome to Mitch's Adventure, and my very first chat with new adventure about art. Like my music, art music. It's the magic of oil painting with William Alexander. It's very old. Okay, here we are. I hope you enjoyed that beginning music. Um, yes, I borrowed it from the William Alexander PBS Magic of Oil Painting Season 1. It's my hat. One of my collection hats from Disneyland. Actually, this one I believe was pre-Disney California Adventure. I got it on preview days. Hello, Nicole. Welcome to my new Chatting Live with Mitch's Adventures. I was talking about this hat. This hat is a really cool hat. Actually, this isn't the Disney California Adventure hat. This is a Disneyland hat. But it's one of my first ones I got when I got to go and when I used my first um, annual pass. So it's a really old hat. Um, see if it says a date on it. 100% cotton. Great. The moths will eat it. It's a Goofy's hat. George. It doesn't have a year, but I do have my birthday button on it. Let's see, when was that? 2028. Hello, Robert. How you doing? Welcome to my live chat with Mitch's Adventures. 2018. So this is an older hat, almost 10 years old. And it's got spiderwebs hanging off it. What the heck? There we go. Hey, how you doing, Nicole and Robert? I hope you guys are having a good evening. I had talked to Bob, or better known as, he was on his way to dinner, but I was able to chat to him for a minute or two. And you guys know him as Barry Place 28, Bob. He says, why do you have so many channels? Well, I have so many channels because when I chalk, oh yes, chalk walk. I'm not part of that. I don't make enough money in my real life to do anything. That's why I'm always stuck here in Mitch's land. But he asked, why do I have so many channels? I have Mitch's Adventures. Do I have my phone on me? Yes, I do. I have Mitch's Adventures, which is this channel. I have, let's see what else I have. Okay, the channels that I have are My Life Is. That's a shorts channel, all shorts. And they're really short. Wow. I'm going to show you a video on here I'll let you guys watch it here. You know, Bob Ross, the guy who loved to paint trees. This is my take on Bob Ross.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a nice day. I gotta put in a big tree here. First, we're gonna have a little brother. Now we're putting in a big tree. Hello, everyone.
And that's Bob Ross. So that's just one of the shorts. It's like a 9-second short. What do you mean, thumbs down? You don't like Bob Ross? Good, I don't like him either. I like William Alexander. Why don't you like Bob Ross? Anyways, that's one channel I have. I have more channels than that. I have that many channels. Why? He's too famous. Now he's dead. You know that, right? He died back in the 80s from cancer. Um, anyways, so did the other guy die. I think he died in the 70s. William Alexander. He was famous too. He taught Bob Ross how to paint. And then the stupid woman and the man who took over as Bob Ross's whatever, they ran the show and made him have sex with her. Oof, whatever. Don't want to go there, but whatever. She ruined the show, and she just basically was just push him, make him get him out there, make him do more and more. And he was having cancer. If you look at him in his last shows, he's like dying, and she doesn't care. She needs that money. Bob Ross paint. You got to buy Bob Ross paint. You need to buy Bob Ross canvas. You need to buy all this stuff from Bob Ross. Art on Bob Ross. The book on how to work Bob Ross paintings. Who cares? I can watch them on channel PBS for free for a half hour. I don't need a book. Besides, I learned from William Alexander. And okay, so when I was a kid, I thought that you were supposed to do an oil painting in a half hour. That's how long it took me to do a painting. I don't know. I don't know that much about him. He was in the Vietnam War, that's all I know. I would guess he'd be in his 90s, maybe 80s. I don't know that much about Bob Ross. I don't even know that much about William Alexander, except that he used to talk like this. He had a very strong German accent, and he would say, "You fire in the colors. If you do not fire the colors in, then they won't look so good, and you can mix the painting and taste." I don't know why he would say that, but he would say that on the camera, and people liked him, and I liked him, and I'm like, I like this. I got to learn how to paint. He didn't go screwing up a painting by putting a giant tree up the middle. What's with that? That's ridiculous. You don't need a giant tree on every painting. Now I like doing that's something I haven't done here because I'm afraid of ruining the carpet here at this place because my first apartment I ruined the carpet. Oops. I got oil paint on it. And then I got paint thinner trying to get it out and just totally messed up the carpet. I had to pay $1,000. But anyways, I thought you were supposed to do a painting in a half hour, and I did them. I'd pop them out, half hour here, half hour there. There's a lake scene. Oh, there's a mountain scene. I did an ocean scene. That one didn't turn out that well. And then I found out about lighthouses. And I'm like, ooh, lighthouses. Those are cool. I wonder if I could do something. And I did them. I made paintings of lighthouses. That was how I started out with oil paints. Now, I have tried Watercolor, it's too runny and drippy. Um, I went to I didn't go because of my anxiety. I couldn't go anywhere. So my mom, thank you, Mom, for helping me, and my dad, they're both passed away now. They sent me to a school. I'm sure you used to see this like in books. It says, "Can you draw this character?" And it was like a frog or something. And I'm like, Kermit the Frog. Okay, you can draw it. Okay, you're hired. You can get a job and you could do art, but first you need to learn how to do art. Huh? So they sent me, they sent my art to this place, and the place is called Famous Artist Art School, and it was in Connecticut. And they would send this huge red thing, and it was filled with oil paints and pencils and watercolor and paper, and also a little checklist that you have to fill out. And I learned how to draw hands and the skeletal, and you had to learn how to draw a head, circle, and the nose, and then this part of the jaw. And then you didn't really do a neck, you would just go onto the body, the block, and stuff like that. And I failed at first. And then I did my first oil painting and I sent it in, and they said, "Yeah, looks good, but you didn't do any shadows." And the person who created this was Norman Rockwell. I'm like, wow, I'm having Norman. No, he was dead already. That's why it was called Famous Artists. Okay, I'll see you later. I'll keep talking to Nicole then. Um, have a good day, Robert. So I I learned how to do that, and I would have to send my artwork back to them. They'd send a special giant envelope, and you'd put your art in there after it dried, after like 3 weeks, because oil paints take forever to dry. And they would grade it, and then they would send it back, saying you did this wrong. I don't know. I did it. That's all I know. Or you did this correctly. Anyways, after they probably got sucked out of a lot of money from my parents, they said he graduated. All you have to do is send us $350 for his diploma. Well, my dad wasn't going to do that. My mom definitely wasn't going to do that. They said, you graduated, you're good enough. Well, I tried to get a job later on, and they wanted to see my diploma. So I looked them up and found them on Facebook, and I found the phone number, and I called them, and they said, "Oh, yeah, well, there was a flood, and it destroyed everything." What do you mean it destroyed everything? There's nothing. We don't have any records. But you did graduate. I did look it up, and you did graduate. Okay. And where's my diploma or my certificate? Oh, it's gone. It's been destroyed. And then I found out like 2 months later they went out of business. Thanks to good old COVID. Hmm, that's falling apart. So I never got my diploma, but I did graduate. Getting back to why do I have so many channels? The channels that I have are My Life Is. You know about that one. That's a 60-second or whatever it is, the shorts channel. I actually have 41 subscribers now. Good. Sean's Hobby Trains. I have 107 subscribers on that. And that one's just whenever I get a train, I test it out and show people how it works. Or someday I will work on this again. My Disneyland Railroad. You can see it's a pigsty right now. And that's what that's made for. Didn't want to call it Mitch's Hobby Trains because I already have Mitch's Adventures, right? And then our next channel, oh wow, it went up. I have 2,140 subscribers on Mitch's Adventures or more. Let's see. Come on. Oh, wrong thing. Just a second. Yeah, I have 2,040 on Mitch's Adventures. Yahoo! I think I told Bob that I had 2,030, and he goes, well, don't forget that I am helping you out. Which, yes, thank you, Bob. You are helping me out. So is Cordy. So is Danny. Whenever I come into their group, they share my page. And he goes, Mods, can you please share Mitch's Adventures? He's obviously a great artist, and or whatever he says, and he shares that channel. Okay, so I have Mitch's Adventures. Oh, I gotta yawn. Excuse me. I have Mr. Scratch and Mrs. Win. That's a gambling channel. Scratchers. Playing lottery. Lottery tickets and stuff. It doesn't go that well. I may get rid of that channel completely. See, like scratching off this. This is a Carlos ticket. And we would do that online, but cover this up. It was the very first time we did it. Carla won $20, and there was somebody watching, and they went ahead and punched in the code and got the money before we could get it. So we got ripped off. We learned our lesson on that. Only have 94 subscribers on that. Not too many people watch it. They want to watch slot machines. I don't have that kind of money. I can't keep going to the casino and gambling. That's just, no, that's not me. Um, I do it for other people, but only if I win, like I did the other day. Okay, I have podcasting Disneyland. I don't even use it. I have 12 subscribers. And last but not least, 11 subscribers to Eye Candy. People think, oh, he's like a porno guy. He's looking at little girls. What a weirdo. No, I am looking at candy. I love candy. You see the gumballs right there? That's my candy machine. That's why it's called eye candy. And I talk about old candies like, I don't know, Neckos. You remember those wafers? Or stuff like that. But why do I have all these channels? The reason is because YouTube won't let me have them all on one channel. That's what Mitch's Adventures started out as, all those channels combined to one channel. And every time I would get a readout, they'd say, oh, you don't have evergreen content. What the heck is evergreen content? I had to look it up. Evergreen content is one category. So, well, what about all the other stuff I like car shows and going to Knott's Berry Farm or going to Disneyland? These are not the same as having art. So Bob says you should have one channel. Well, I don't want to do art, just only art. That's why I have the channel. That's why I bought the. Well, I didn't. Carla bought it for me. The what do you call a little stick you put the phone on, and it does its little, you know, thing. One of those things, a podcasting stick or whatever you call it, not a selfie stick. And so that's why I have all the different channels. Do I use them? Not always. The most I'm using right now is My Life Is. It's only up to maybe 3 minutes. Now, for short. Or, or it's 15 seconds. Now, Bob says the best short video is 13 seconds. That is the key. You want to get into the 13-second slot, and then you'll have thousands of people looking at your stuff, which is true. I made a 13-second video about a dumb joke. 2,300 people saw it. I'm like, what? I made a 14-second cat video. 1,500 people saw it. 1 second different. Oh, no, I take it back. 2 seconds different. It has to be 13 seconds. I don't know why. But the problem is your video really has to be 12 seconds because YouTube throws a second into it when you post it. So it's really a 12-second video with their 1 second added. And that's the sweet spot, I guess you would call it. I'm going to take my hat off. It's a little warm in here. I got to turn the heater down. That's better. So, yes, Nightbot is showing off Cordy's channel right now. And there's my podcasting Disney. I need to get rid of that one because I don't really use it. I don't have the money to go to Disneyland. It should be e-ticket to Tomorrowland, which is on this channel, Mitch's Adventures. I am on. Yes, I am. Okay. Bad Joke Mondays, LOL. I couldn't tell who you said was invisible or what that. What? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, that was a bad joke. The one about the ghost? I forgot what it was. You don't even make me watch it. Bad Joke Mondays. Yeah, I think you're probably the only one that saw it, aren't you? Let me get out of eye candy here. What was that on my life is sucks. $17 people saw it. And it was only 9 seconds. There's the difference right there. Let's see if this is the one you're talking about. It's Bad Joke Monday. That ghost is such a liar. I could see right through him. It's Bad Joke Monday. See, it's that quick. That ghost is such a liar. You know where I got the joke? Carla told me about a thing called one-liner jokes, and they're called dad jokes. That ghost is such a liar. I can see right through him. It's a lot better than the one my dad really told me. Now, since it's just you and me, I will tell you the way my dad had it told to him. It's an X-rated. It's a, how can I say? It's not an X-rated video. I mean joke, but it's more of a racist joke. Now, my mom was Polish, and my dad was Italian, and they would call him a wop. Anyways, he said, "This is his joke. This is not the way I wrote it or said it because I had to clean it up." But the real joke is there were two Polacks and they were out in the fields during, uh, I think they were in the army, and one of them had to take a crap. Yeah, they're kind of disgusting. And he says to the other Polak, "Hey, you got a leaf or something, some paper or something, so I can go to the bathroom? I got to do number two." And the other Polak says to him, "Why would I just look around? Use a leaf or use a dollar?" And he goes, "Oh, a dollar would work." And so he comes back and he's got crap all over his hands. And the guy goes, "What the hell? What happened to you? I told you to use a dollar." He goes, "I did. I used a dollar. I used 3/4, 2 dimes, and a nickel." That's a really dirty, bad joke. It'd be like a dumb blonde joke or something like that. So I can't really say that kind of stuff. I had to, cut it out and just say there were two guys in a field. One guy had to use the bathroom really bad. There was no bathroom. The guy said to him, "Hey, why don't you just use a dollar?" "Oh, okay." Comes back and he's got crap on his hand. "What happened?" Because I used 3 dimes, 2 nickels, and uh, whatever. 3/4, 2 dimes, and a nickel. The end of the joke. So yeah, gross, but funny if you let it sit in. If you say it correctly. I'm never good with jokes. Now, hey, Carbon Roll, how are you? Welcome in. Have you subscribed to my channel, become an adventurer? Nicole's an adventurer, aren't you? She's also our um, moderator. So watch what you say because this is a very family friendly channel. So, how did you find my channel? It's English only, and I think you can bring it up. I think YouTube has it where you can bring it up where like it's translated, as in a closed caption. I don't know if I can put that on. Do you know if that works, Nicole? No, I don't see it on here. It doesn't say anything about that. I'm sorry. I guess it is English only. You'd have to. Well, what country are you in? Where do you live? Like um, Japan? I don't know that area. Oh, Sweden. Okay, so like Matterhorn, or I don't think it's called the Matterhorn there. What's it called? Um, but yeah, like that, like the Swiss Alps and stuff. I I do have a joke, and it has to do with the Sweden people, but it's from a John Candy movie. Actually, it's a Disney movie, and I think it was rated PG. And I could say it, but I don't know if I'd really be cussing or saying something bad because I was reading it, the words. Hey, Ravi, Appendorfen, tun Spinas. I don't know what I just said. Hopefully, nothing bad. Okay, Stockholm. Yeah, oh, that would have been the scientists that were in the movie. They were. You've seen the movie. I don't know if they have it in your language, but it's a Disney movie and it's called Splash, and it starred the late John Candy and Tom Hanks. He's not dead. Oh, and of course it had the mermaid in it. The mermaid. Um, can't think of the mermaid's name. Daryl Hannah. I don't think I spelled her name right. They were in the movie. It's an old movie, but it's a funny movie. Um, I want to say maybe mm, that year, maybe. Do you know, Nicole? Can you look that up? Let's see. There's one way to find out. Let's find out. What year was the Disney movie Splash made? I was way off. Like, way off. Like, back to when my friend was graduating high school, 1984. It's an old movie. Yeah, I was a teenager when it came out. Yep, 1984. I thought it was a funny movie back then. When you were born, oh, making me look old. Thanks. Now I'm an old man. I'm a dirty old man. No. So, what kind of art do you like, Carbon? What should I call you, Roll or Carbon? I graduated high school in '83. CR. That's a good name. How about that? Carbon is fine. Okay, I'll call you Carbon. Or just when I hit the @ sign and put in your first initial, it'll come up as Carbon Roll. How did you find me over here? I mean, what time is it in Stockholm? Oh, okay, so you do your own art. See, that's what I need to learn how to do. I'm not good as in my own art. Like the other day, a guy named shoot, what was his name? Izzy? Izzo? Oh, here, I'll show you. Izzo's place. Izzy's place. That's his name. Izzo's place. You know who Snoopy is, right? From the Peanuts gang, Charlie Brown. He asked me to draw Snoopy the dog as a car. I'm like, I can't even find a picture of that. There's no pictures of Snoopy as a car. Yes, the little dog. This is what I came up with. So it's not all that great. I don't think it is. It's not one of my better pictures. Now, it was the 4th of May. Yeah, it was the 4th of May. I have two, by the way. And over here in America, I don't know, I'm sure it's everywhere, that Star Wars, May the 4th be with you. Mickey Mouse. And I drew that. But those are just ink. And I don't really draw a lot of just ink because it uses up a lot of just ink. I'm more into my cat. Keeps getting cat litter on everything. Alcohol markers. All different colors except for the one that's missing right there. It died. And don't go away. Oh, tons of cat litter all over everything. Sorry. I have a whole art bin. What is that? What are you doing? Go away. I got my, you know, before I show you that, do you like cats? Oh, well, I'd like to see some of your art sometime. I got to find a way to get, get you an email they can send it to, and then we can see it. Yes, that's what I do. Well, I don't have digital. I I will show you my computer for a second here, but it's going to get, a mess, right? I have this touchscreen computer, and they gave me the pen for drawing, and I go to draw, and it doesn't work. I'm like, so I went back to Circuit City, and I said, it doesn't work. Oh, you have to buy the pad. Pad? What pad? You have to have a pad, and you have to have a program. Oh no, it's all supposed to be built into the computer, and it's not. So I said, just refund me the money on that. I'll just keep the computer. I'm not going to use the pen, and I'm just going to do everything in pencil, which I was going to show you here, but now he's gone. My Maine Coon kitty cat took off. You can't really see it that well, but there's X-Acto knife and a dead pen in there, and I got my pencils in there. Some pencils. Those are just for starting the art. And then, of course, I have all this. And it's all pencils. All different ones, but I prefer Prismacolor. I'm starting to get low on those. Now look at this. I got cat litter all over me. Ugh. And I could show you some of my art. Let's see here. Well, right here. Like I said, I am a big Disney fan. So, what is going on? My cushion. Well, this is just paper so I don't leak out onto anything else. All right, I will show you some of the artwork that I like to draw. And then there's some stuff that people have actually asked me to do. Do you have Instagram? Speaking of over there in that area, Chief Inspector Cluzo. Now, I don't like to draw people. No, you don't have it. Okay. I will try to get a email for you then to send it to. This would be Peter Sellers. All right. That's something I did now. Somebody asked me to do, I don't know if you've heard of the Peter, no, sorry. They asked me to do the cartoon series Phineas and Ferb. And there was the Dr. Evil Doofenshmirtz. And this is kind of art I like to do. Now, this, of course, is not pencil. This is all those alcohol markers. Let's see, that one's no good. This is my e-tickets to Tomorrowland, which I'm working on. My logo. I'd like to turn that into a button or sticker. I'm not sure which. I was thinking about doing, what do you call it, where you make the faces distorted, caricature. I forgot how you say it. Abraham Lincoln. This is one, I don't know who he is. I just copied it from the internet. Just some guy with a big head. Well, that's just paper. That won't be nothing. I must have the good stuff on the other side. Yeah, I do. Our lovely president that I did not vote for, who is trying to buy Canada. I'm glad you guys said no, Nicole, that Canada is not for sale. This guy is an a-hole. Now, I do some scenery artwork too. Oh, okay. You know Yogi Bear? Hey, boo-boo. I'm smarter than the average bear. Okay. Like I was saying, I do some scenery stuff. Where's the camera? There we go. That is Walt Disney's barn, and then that is at Griffith Park. This is my best calligraphy, not caricature. I don't know who she is. It's just a girl I drew. And that's the wrong side of my book. This is my portfolio. Oh, which, by the way, guess what? Oh, thank you. Nicole, I talked to Bob today, and all that art that I did, he wants 2 pieces. He goes, oh, I can't use all of it. Well, what am I going to do with all of the other artwork? I have lots of artwork I've done. Now you're going to see the good stuff. Oh, it's all in here. Okay. somebody in this room kept asking me to draw Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget. So there's a quick drawing of Inspector Gadget. I put out there a request, and someone said, "Can you do Tiana?" And they said, "Not as a princess. I want to see Tiana as when she would be working in her wet restaurant." Oh, okay. That's a new challenge for me. She's making beignets. Or she's serving beignets. And that's done in pencil, but the background is done in charcoal. I mean, not charcoal, alcohol pens. That Yogi Bear that you saw, that was a better drawing, I think. This is the way it turned out with the color. I'm not sure who asked me to draw Dinah. She's from Alice in Wonderland, and she is Alice's cat. Not in Wonderland, she's in the real world in England. That's not good. Somebody else in this room, Nicole, asked me to do Mr. Magoo. Now I'm doing these out of my element. My element is Disney, not I don't even know what character. I don't think he's DC. He's probably Warner Brothers, maybe. This one was a Christmas one, and it is Chip and Dale. The Halloween one, I don't like this one, but it's The Night of Bald Mountain. Chernobog. No, I'm not going to show you this one. This one's horrible. This one, I'm not really good at drawing. Oh, really? Yeah, I got to meet the voice of this one. She's still alive. She's 98 years old, I believe. And her name is Margaret Carey. And she goes by Margaret Tinkerbell Carey because Walt Disney hired her. And she's still alive. Nicole knows this next person. His name's Slim Devon Adventures. And his real name is Devon. Rescue Rangers? Yeah. Watched it to his things. Okay. You know the TV show Monk? I don't think it looks like him. And I just drew it on scrap paper. And Devin likes this one. So I got to keep this one aside. That one's going out next week. And then there's a Cordy in California. She's a live streamer that works. She's at Disneyland. You can see her. Her channel comes up on my Nightbot stream there. I think it says, "Do you like Knott's Berry Farm or Disneyland?" What does it say? Oh, it says Disney fans, please join. Please join Cordy in California. Yeah. So she wanted Goofy. And this is from an actual ride called Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. But Goofy is the train engineer. That one I got to send out, and I got to make another one like it because Bob really likes it. This one turned out about as good as the real live action Snow White movie. No, that one can stay here. And then my favorite character. Oh boy, I'm Mickey Mouse. And then this is the one that's going to Bob. Now, Bob also wanted the goofy one, but I can't make two of the same pieces of art. Disney will be on my ass and they'll throw me in jail and they'll want millions of dollars for copyright. You can do one offs, but you can't do two or three of them and sell them. Now, I'm not selling these, I'm giving them away. But Bob is a big Donald Duck fan. Can't do his voice. So those three are going, and then this one is definitely going. This is a chalk walk one, and this is from the movie Up. It's Russell. You can see all those buttons and everything I put on there. And there's Kevin. That one's going. Big Hero 6. You know that movie? I only got 5 characters in here, but it's Big Hero 5. But I got the main character, and that would be, oh, great. I forgot his name. Baymax. Yeah, I like that one too. Thanks. But I like this next one even better. I'm not a big DC character guy, but I do like Batman, and I like the Joker. And do you know who Peter Lorre was? He was in a lot of old 1940s gangster movies. Well, doing caricature. Walt Disney did one of him, and that's my version. I'm Peter Lorre. I don't know why I'm making those noises. Don't listen to me. Someone asked me to do Elmer Fudd at a garage sale. He's like, if you're really an artist, you'd be able to draw Elmer Fudd in Valhalla. I'm like, okay, it's an opera. Kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit. He's too thin. Elmer Fudd's fatter than that. And then, do you know the movie The Whale? It won for Academy Award at Best, I think, makeup or whatever they used to make him look like he weighed 800 pounds. I can't think of his name. I always forget this guy's name. Here he is, Tarzan. For calm? What do you mean? A .com channel? They don't charge for that I know of. It's Google, or if you watch the Hot Tub Time Machine, it's Google. Oh, commission. I'm sorry. You know, nobody's ever asked me. Um, I don't know. whatever you think it's worth. I mean, if I were to calculate all my time and my ink and pencils, I don't know, $30. Actually, my time's worth more than that, but I don't know. Everyone says charge 100. No, I'm not charging 100. My work isn't worth 100. Maybe this one, but I don't like her. She looks like she's really fat on her butt. Why'd you retract it? Brendan Fraser. Okay. Yeah, that's him, Brendan Fraser. Draw one of your OCs. Original. I'm not sure what an OC is. I'm old. I can't remember things. I'm not that old. Horrible drawing. I can't draw women. Don't ask me to do a woman. As you can see, they don't come out that well. And somebody asked me to do Stitch. It's the original Lilo and Stitch, not the new one coming out. Here is, an original character. I'd have to see the picture and see what I could do. I have my own characters, but they're basically me and my friends and the guy who screwed up my mom and dad's marriage, Blimp Visor. She's cosplaying Inspector Gadget, and she's playing her breasts, I think. this this would be a self-portrait of me going. So there you have that. That's when I had hair. I shaved it off. And then John Sienna, whatever his name is. Well, thank you. You spelled what wrong? Oh, well, you know who it is, though. It's better than me. I can't spell at all. That's why I don't write on the thing, because I know I'd be messing up constantly. So, yeah, Bob wants me to go ahead and send that artwork out to him ASAP, but he said he's going to pay for the actual shipping, which I said he didn't have to do that. And he said, no, I want to. Oh, okay, if you want to, I have to get an envelope for him. I know that this is my first live chat that I'm doing. I thought I would try something different here. Now, I noticed, if you notice in the, let me see if I have my email here. Maybe I do. I don't know if it will focus. It's not focusing. I had to bring it all the way back here to focus it. And that's not going to work. So You could send it to, let me see here. Let me put this away first and I'll tell you. Yeah, shoot. More paperwork. Okay, you can send it here. Actually, I take it back. There's my email address that you could send your artwork to or what you would like me to do. Just make sure you put your real name or you put your carbon roll name. That way I know who you are. And my name is Mitch, by the way, as if you didn't know that. I have to get this rock out of my shoe. It's really starting to bug me. Stupid cat litter got in my shoe somehow. Tack? Tack what? Tack 1? Tack 2? Sorry, I'm just rambling. So that's just some of my art. Oh, thanks. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you, Nicole, for making that more understanding because, like, I'm stupid today. I didn't get enough sleep today. There's some more artwork I've done, but it is on toned tan paper, and I am running out of that, so I don't use that much. That logo back there was actually drawn or made up by Barry Place 28, and I like it and all, but it's really light. And on my channel page, it's very bright and white. So I said I gotta create something different. So you'll see I have a darker. Well, let's see, does it come up when I type? Yeah, mine it's blue with like a water scene and stuff like that. I have to do another one of these. I'm actually gonna do it. No, I work tomorrow, so I won't be doing it tomorrow. Was gonna do it tonight, but I think I might do it on Saturday. No, he wants me to mail it out. I'll probably do this. I have doctor's appointment on Thursday. Probably Friday night. I have to do another one of these. I'll have to make it a little bit different because you can't make doubles. Like I said, I'll end up in jail, and I don't want to do that. Did I write to Cordy on that? I did not. So I was going to do something else, but then he said he wanted that, and he also wants to have it mailed out to him. So he wanted me to know what the size, tell him what the sizes were. Now, I don't have a box right now, but I can get one. But the size of the art, it's 11 by 8.5. And for my other channels, I think I'll just be working with the My Life Is right now, which is just shorts. My life is a bunch of dumb shorts and dumb jokes. Nicole likes the one I think about the ghost. When I hear that joke, it's a really short joke. I forgot how it went. See, that's how good I am with jokes. I suck. Um, Cause you're lazy. Yeah, but if you're working on the computer, you can just tap in the colors, can't you? Or do you actually have to color them in? Let me see if I can get them to come up. Oh yeah, Nicole, do you know Daryl Chin? He's been asking me about building a carousel. I can build him one, N gauge, which is really small, 1/100th of an inch, or I can build him an HO scale, 1/87th of an inch. But he wants an O gauge, and I don't know what size that is. He says 37 inches to 48 inches. That's huge. Who needs a carousel that big? I mean, that's over 3 feet by 47, which I'm assuming is the height. So the height is almost 4 feet tall. I don't think he wants me to build it. I think he wants me to tell him how. Well, I had a model. I just built it from a model, and then I painted it, hand painted every one of the horses on the carousel to match the Disneyland carousel. And then of course the N scale one it's only like this big, and I painted all the horses on that too, white because it was the 50th anniversary. Let me see if anyone sent me any mail. Is that your art? Looks very nice. That's in color. What is she holding? Looks like a remote control or something like a bread or something. Whoa, kind of provocative there. I thought you said you didn't do it in color. That's very nice art. I'll have to look that up. Actually, there. That's better. What do you think, Nicole? Nice? This isn't mine. Oh, this is mine, yes. My wife bought it for me. Thanks. She went to the Disney studios. This guy looks like me. My gut hanging out. Only I'm wearing suspenders to hold my pants up. Looks really great, though. Thank you, GR. Your art is very nice. Look at that, guys. Another artist is in here. I can get the phone straightened up. Which way do I look at this one? This is a lot of artwork. Wow. Is this some kind of a ship? It looks like something from Tron. Ooh, this girl lost her eye. May I ask, are you male or female? Or you do not wish to say? GLaDOS? I hope she's GLaDOS and her eye is hanging out of her face. Female. As okay. Well, it's very nice artwork. I see now I can't do that kind of stuff. I mean I could try, but I don't think I could do that. Hang on. So that's all the different angles of this person. And of course, it's in color in the front view. Very nice. And this is something like I could do. Okay, you already got me beat. I can't do this. This is really cool. If I were to draw this, the girl would totally be out of proportion. She'd have like something from Harry Potter, like a Bigfoot or something, or a troll. So that is really cool. So anyway, it's a little bit bigger. You don't sign your artwork. Why? She a queen? Try drawing Murder Beaver. I already drew Murder Beaver. Scary thing. Just during 2020. That one doesn't want to come in. Well, you should always sign your artwork and date it, even if you don't share it. At least you'll know when you drew it. This one's interesting. Can't get it straight. Alright, this one won't come in clear. My camera doesn't want to catch it. Is this like anime? So did you take an art class to do this? Robert, I have to do one for Bob tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Thursday. I don't know if you saw it or not. Bob wants this. This is Cordy's. So this one goes to Cordy. Bob will probably get the better one because the first one always comes out. Second one comes out even better. See, I can't do any of this stuff. This is cool. Well, I think you are definitely on your way to being an artist, like animation or maybe even designing clothes or something. My niece, she thought she was going to be an artist, and she always had me do voices. And she'd, Uncle Mitch, can you do Pluto? Pluto doesn't make any noise. He barks, roof, roof. That's about all. But I would draw Pluto for her. And now she works for this company. I can't get it to focus. It says Popple. And she just graduated and she is a nurse. Yeah, you've got bodies down. I can't. My bodies would just be totally all messed up. Did you get an A on that? Or whatever they give you in college? Wow, you've got a lot of artwork here. A pixie, huh? Very cool art. Thank you for sharing it, Carbon Roll. Uh-oh, sharks. Must be Shark Week. They even have a shark head. Yeah, I usually just go with what I see. Okay, that was the last one. Thank you for sharing that. I really enjoyed that. I hope everyone else enjoyed that too. And anyone else that wants to send their art, if they're artists, you can send it to where did I put my name, my address? Mm, mm, mm. What? There's no way to copy it. Okay. Well, then I'll just write it out. Mitchie the Kid 65 at Gmail. And that way I can show you art too. Hello, El Paso, Texas rail banner. Welcome in. Long time no see. No, I saw you yesterday, right? This is my new live chat. It's called Mitch's Adventures, and it's about art and other things. Um, how did you get into doing art, Carbon Roll? I mean, what made you want to become an artist? Um, what was I going to say? What made me want to become an artist was I had mononucleosis. No, I wasn't kissing anyone. I was like 5 years old, maybe 7. Anyways, I was like, oh, I got pain. Ow, it's hurting right here. It really hurts right there. I don't know what's wrong with me. I was a skinny kid. Now I'm a fat blob. Anyways, cool. You recorded 2 trains today. Were they steam locomotives or were they diesel? Um, so it was summertime, and every year we go up to Lake Tahoe, where my parents had their own house, vacation home, and I couldn't go because the doctor said if you go anywhere, you will die. I'm like, I don't want to die. I'm too young to die. I'm going to live to be 100. Um, yes, please do hit the thumbs up and like. Send some hearts. Send some hearts to. Let's send. Well, let's see here. What color heart can we send? For the moderators, let's send green hearts, okay? Green is a good color to send, isn't it? And I want to thank everyone else who is becoming an adventurer or coming in here and being an adventurer or an artist. And what was I saying? Oh, so I had mononucleosis, 6 weeks in bed on my back. Not allowed to, my mom stayed behind and she had me, had to, you need the bathroom? Okay, walk me to the bathroom, go do your stuff, don't move around, you'll break your spleen. I don't want to do that. Obviously, I'm still here. Um, so I found out I got better, of course. But while I'm sitting in bed, I want to say I was 5. I had Mickey Mouse sheets, sheets with like Mickey Mouse on them, and it had Pirate Donald and all these different characters. And my mom said, "Well, let me get you a yeah. Wait till you hit 60. I'm going to be 60 in August, El Paso." um, You're just a beginner. 22 is young. Yeah, thanks. I'm not there yet. I'm still 59. But she gave me a little sketch pad and said, "Why don't you draw those characters?" I don't know how to draw. Yeah. So I got myself a pen or a pencil and I started drawing, and they came out horrible looking. I mean, okay. Um, Trying to see, we got a blank piece of paper here. Okay, here's a piece of paper, right? Draw Mickey Mouse. Okay. I can't draw Mickey Mouse without looking at him. But I'm going to try to draw the one on here while looking into the camera. I don't think I can do that, but let's see. Death is in the way. He's backwards, but I'm going to try. Oh, he's just black eyes. Probably the pie cut eyes. Yeah, this is too hard to do. I'm drawing him backwards. What's he got for a hand? Why has he got a hole in his hand? Anyways, this is what he comes out looking like. And he looks horrible. Of course, I can't really see him that well without my glasses. Now, talking about not coloring him in the correct way, being lazy, that's me right now. Oops, we got this. Look how big his head is. It's all out of proportion. So, yeah, I can't draw unless I can see a picture to draw from. So, I took art in school, in high school. I didn't go to college, but I did take the art course at the famous artist art school through the snail mail. Graduated that, and then I even took some art classes for Disney because I wanted to work for Disney. And oh, that's another thing. My mom took my artwork that I had drawn from that horrible first little booklet. And she turned it into Disney. And they looked at it and said, well, your son can draw the mouse's head pretty good. He needs help at drawing hands and he needs help at drawing bodies and stuff. So we suggested he goes to Cal Arts, and that's the school where Walt Disney invented this school, and this is where he gets his artists. Never went. I have anxiety issues, so going to Santa Clarita from Upland at the time was about 75 miles away, and I'm not gonna live that or drive that because I couldn't do it. Anxiety, it's a real, it messes you up. Anyways, so I became I built shutters for a living, and on my side jobs, I drew pictures. I did sell one. You asked me about commission. I worked for my dad, and I was selling musical instruments. And he had a friend who had his own business, and it was a really okay. Which one do you like better, the train videos or me? Anyways, he asked me if I could paint his building. His building looked like this. I don't even remember the name. Let's put Jose's. He paid me $100 for something like that. I'm like, really? It's not even. Hey, Izzo, how's it going? Wow, I'm getting a lot of people in here. I'm glad you guys can join me. Let me bring the camera back up. I had it down. Let's see. There's Izzo. Now, Izzo, would you like to see some artwork that's done by? You're a wood artist, right? You do woodworking. We have a new adventurer here. Let's all welcome our newest adventurer, and her name is. Not working. Please welcome in Carbon Roll as our newest adventurer. And she sent me some artwork through my email, and she's in college. She said you're taking a college class, and I'm going to go through these pictures kind of quick here so you can see them. This is her artwork that she did. Which way was it? Nope. There we go. Wrong way. Come on. Fine. Go this. And you're doing this off of the. She draws it out, you know, like this, and then puts it onto the computer and does the artwork through that. This one I'm going to turn this way so you can see it. And it's very nice art. I'm glad you sent this. I like this one the best so far. Probably because I can't draw it. See how you got the legs? My legs would just be totally out of proportion. It'd look like something from Star Wars, possibly. Yeah, there's one that runs at Knott's Berry Farm, 340. Oh, let's try it this way. That one doesn't really show up that well. Well, I watched Jay Leno, by the way, Rail Panner, and he was on the big boy. He was running the big boy. That is a big train. So, what do you call this one, by the way? Shark Lady or Fish Lady? Oh, yeah, I like this one too. Kind of like Tinkerbell. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Kind of like Tinkerbell, but more like I would say a fairy from Phantasmic. That's it. So I want to thank her for showing those off and sharing them. I mean, I couldn't do that. I mean, I could if I really, really tried, but you guys have seen me try to draw live persons. It just doesn't happen. I can't even draw a Mickey Mouse. Well, from my shirt. Yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, El Paso, you were saying there was an earthquake. Did you guys get any damage from it? Over here in California, that would be considered a moderate earthquake. 5.6 is getting up there. Um, so Izzo, Bob wanted, I talked to Bob today, and he only wants me to send a few pieces of art to him. And of course, this is Cordy's art. She asked for Goofy, and he liked it so much. He said, "Can you draw me one too?" I'm like, "I can draw you one, but it's not going to be the same because you can't do two of the same. You get copyright, and I don't need to have Disney coming down on my butt." And then of course, this one's for Chalk Walk. You guys get to bid on this one, or whatever you might give it away. This is actually for. Uh, hey, where's? Oh, that was it. This is what Barry Place asked for was Donald Duck. So he actually gets two. And then Slim Devon asked for Monk. I told him it's on a scrap piece of paper. He goes, "That's okay. I like it." Okay. You guys like that Donald one? So I'm going to be sending those ones out to him possibly in the next couple of days. He wants to pay for the shipping. If you like that, Donald, wait till you see this one. What do I got over here? Oh, okay. Carbon. This is one of mine. Well, you can see she's way out of proportion. Did that in 2014. One on the back, even scarier. The Witch came out good. I don't know who this is. I'm a big fan of Halloween. And of course, Ichabod Crane is one of the top Disney ones I like. The Flaming Top. Here we go. There's a Mad Donald. Yes, we had many earthquakes this year, and last year we had even more. Here's one I did for Nicole, but she's in Canada. I hope you don't mind me saying that, Nicole. She asked me to do the raccoons. I've never heard of that cartoon, but there they are. Well, there he is, Boomer, or Bob. What's his name again? Has that Indiana Jones look to it. Da, 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 da. I think this is the last one I did besides the two black and white ones. He's not the regular Spider-Man. He's shoot. I forgot his name. Who remembers this guy's name? I want to say it's Marco something. Miles Morales. That's it. Thank you. That was the last one I think I did for somebody. Now, remember I was saying about tone tan paper. That is what I like to work with the best. It brings the colors out, especially the light colors. Let's see here. There was a Donald Duck I was going to show you here. See if we can find it real quick here. Oh yeah. Now I have done. Someone asked me to just do an ocean scene. Okay, well I can try. I mean, what was this is pencil. And it came out, okay. Never finished them. Too much color, too much artwork in there. So, yeah. What are you looking at, kitty cat? You guys want to see a big cat? You want to see a really big cat? A Maine Coon? He's half Maine Coon, half tabby. Look at the mess I made of my carpet. Jake. Jake. Hey. He can't see. He's had seizures. What are you looking at? Ah. He's looking at Lily. That explains that. All right. Hocus Pocus. That's it. Okay. Yeah, I can't stay on much longer here. I have to go to work at 11 o'clock in the morning and do a lot of deliveries. Here's speaking of cats. Here's one I did. So I can do animals. This is like a 1960s, I guess, everyone had them back in the 60s. I didn't. My wife did. All right, where's that Donald Duck at? Okay, here's one. I think this one. Hey, yeah, man, how's it going? I like this one too. She came out. Now, if I take my time, I can draw the female body or the head or sometimes the male bodies, as you saw on the Tarzan. So I'm trying to branch out from doing cartoons to actual people. Spider-Gwen, yes. Of course, I like this guy better. I mean, I like Spider-Gwen, but I'm into the evil, dark stuff like Shadow Man. Um, if you go back into the 60s, there's a Jungle Book scene. What you want to do? I don't know what you want to do, Nutsy. Sit down at your table. All right. And then, of course, there's Crush. And what's the name of the little one? It's like, Chaw. All right. But I was looking for Donald Duck. All right. And not him. He's not that great. Bolt. Yeah, I'm like Danny Zuko from Greece. Okay, he's not. Yeah, are you ready? I said, are you ready? Never finished her. She doesn't look that good. See, I can't even do a girl cartoon. I did this one for Texas Rail Fanner, if he's still in here. I thought that one turned out pretty good for a train. I got friends on the other side. The cards, the cards. As long as you don't talk about this guy. Okay, I don't know where Donald went. I mean, I know he's in this book. He's a Star Wars Donald. You got a lot of paper in here. This must be the wrong book. Here's my latest one. Yes, there are lots of guests in here. Lilo and Stitch. There's a new movie coming out with Lilo and Stitch in live action. Why not do a real one? I mean, a cartoon one. Ooh, coconut coffee and cake. Nope, that's wrong. Yeah, maybe. I thought it was going to be coming out on my wife's birthday, June 17th, but it didn't. Phew. Someone took a stinky dump. Phew. Hang on a second. Dying. Spray. As usual, didn't cover it. Phew. So, yes, this is my newest one. Now you know why I like the tone tan paper. It brings out the color. Have you done that before, Carbon Roll? Are you still here? Or did you take off? Yeah, I know. The same thing with my cat. Our cats. I'd say my cats, but there's 2, 3. There he is. I'm thinking about sending this one to Bob. There's the camera. But then again, I have to put in all the background, like Carbon Roll says. Don't like to do the backgrounds. Um, I think it would be something like this, right? I don't know what they look like. I don't want to mess with drawing up, but I'm just going to draw them in here lightly. Because I got to put them in straight, but he's inside the ship. Those would be white. And of course, the rest would be black. Ooh, baby duck. Baby duckling soon. Well, don't end up with an ugly duckling. You ever seen that movie with Danny Kaye? I am an ugly duckling and get out of town. Just get out. Whatever it says. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Um, yeah. So, what do you guys think about this new live channel? Do you think it would take off? I mean, look at that. I've already got what, 7 of you in here? How many people are in here? Let's see. Participants, we have, that's it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right, because El Paso left, and it looks like we lost Carbon, and I don't count. But we did have more, and I know we have more because when I ended the Stitch one the other night, it said I had 34 people watching. I'm like, what? I didn't see them come in. They must have just came in and left. But I think this would be a good channel, something different from doing the art, just chatting. Like, of course, you can see it's really hard for me to get words out right now. This is my very first live stream without talking about actually drawing something. So I'm not drawing today. Um, did you guys have a good 4th of the, not 4th of July, Star Wars weekend? Was it good for you as it was for me? Mine was okay. We actually ended up at a casino. Ended up going down to Pachanga, Indian casino. I wasn't there to gamble. What? Why would you go to a casino? Well, my car needs to get mileage on it, and that was the only place I could think of. Is, well, we could drive it down to Temecula. That'll give us about 75 miles one way. So we're looking at 150. I have to put on 300, no, 200 miles. Didn't hit 150. I hit 140 because we came back a different way. So I need to put some more mileage on it within one day because I have to get my car registered or I'm not going to be working. I'm not going to have internet. I'm not going to have anything. No money. No money coming in. Because my job is that's what I do for a living. Because I'm not allowed to work a real job because of my anxiety and stuff. I can't work the with people. I just freak out. I used to work for Walmart, and oh my god, when it got crowded, it would be like being on the haunted mansion in the stretching room. Ugh, that's just claustrophobia to me. I couldn't do it. So I had to quit. And I went and worked for Goodwill. Same thing. It got crowded when people would have when they'd have sales or people would bring in their stuff from garage sale weekend. Because I was collecting, I would have to go and bring in all the stuff. And people dump stuff that we didn't take. No, we don't take refrigerators. Take it away. No, we don't take mattresses. No. They would just throw it off on the side. Oh, thanks for a hell of a lot for the mess. So, yeah, we had all that kind of stuff going on. And my brain couldn't take it. I'm more used to, like, Izzo's place. I'm used to creating stuff with wood, like when I would build the shutters. Now, my job, of course, was to measure out the louvers. We'd put them into this drill press machine, however many louvers needed to go onto the skeleton. And we'd put them there, load up. Well, I guess the machine already had the staples in it. And I'd say hit the button, and it would just make the skeleton. And then I would hang it up on the thing and get the next one. Yes, it can. And that wasn't too bad, except all the guys were Hispanic and I was the only white guy. And they're like, hey, pinches gatos. So I'm like, what? What are you saying? Yeah, well, I found out what they were saying. Effing cats. and, but one guy, he was crazy. His name was Luna. He had like 6 women he was hanging out with, and he was married. That's not right. Anyways, that wasn't my business, so whatever. Um, One guy got ran over by a forklift and he died. So, and then I lost my job because all the houses up on the hill caught on fire and we had really bad fires. Not the past ones, but like 30 years ago. No, 20 years ago. And the boss is like, I have to let you go. I have to give everyone their money back because they lost their house. And what are we going to do shutters for? Can't you let some of the new guys go? No, I'm sorry. You've been here 11 years. Whatever. So I lost that job. That was my favorite job. I mean, I would love to have stayed working at the music store, but driving the freeways is just LA traffic sucks. What did I do at a music store? You're probably wondering. Built guitars. No, I would repair guitars. I'd restring them, clean them, uh, do light, you know, uh, soldering stuff. I wouldn't do the heavy duty stuff. Rent musical instruments. I ran the. We used to have a Thursday night live, basically, and it was all the band kids would, Mom, can I be in it? Yeah, yeah. It was basically like uh, the Jack Black movie where you put a bunch of kids together and they make a rock band. Yeah, it was. And it was fun because my boss was a goof off. I mean, the big boss was my brother. He was a dickhead. No, he was an idiot sometimes. And he's the one that eventually fired me because I was late to work all the time. I didn't want to drive there. 30 miles for one day, 4 hours for $5 an hour? Not worth it. The only good thing was Disneyland was 10 minutes away. Couldn't drive there though, because that was crowded. And the one time I did drive there that I actually made it, the Angels, Anaheim Angels, were in the playoffs and they won the World Series. Yeah, not going to do that again. That was just too crazy. But yeah, so that's my life. Um, I did build a guitar, and I painted it just like the Mad Tea Party at the California Adventure. Well, later I found out they never painted that guitar. Disney put a wrap on it. I hand painted mine, and then I had the band members sign it. It's around here somewhere. And of course, I play keyboards and a little bit of ukulele. Used to play trumpet, but you need front teeth for that. I lost those thanks to the woodworking place. One of the skeletons, it cracked the pull rod, and I heard this. I'm like, what the heck is that? And it was a big window. I mean, it was like, the louvers. They were like 38 inches across. So you find the middle right, and you put your staple in there. Well, anyways, there was like 40 louvers on the panel because it was a big window, and it cracked. And the pull rod broke, and I had turned around, and it came down and hit me right here, and just took out my front teeth. I didn't know it at the time. I was just like, oh, I hurt. Oh, cracked it up here. And yeah, I still haven't gotten it fixed. There's still roots up here, but the teeth are gone. I've been waiting for this to come in or someone to maybe buy me some well, I can't do dentures. I gag. If I touch in here, I'll throw up. If they touch me back here, I throw up. If I touch in my mouth, I throw up. It's just gag reflexes are all screwed up. They said it had something to do with being a redhead. I don't get it. Whatever. I'm not red anymore. Used to be. So, yeah. By the way, Robert, did you know that I was in the group last night? I bet you didn't know that, but which one was I last night? I said hi to you. I was. Oh, yeah, I was this one. I believe I was that one. No, I take it back. I wasn't that. See, I have too many channels. I was this one. My life is. Yes, that was me. I was trying to get a free membership to who was it? Was it Cordy? Oh, no, it was all three of them. I actually have a membership, and I want to thank Tamara for that. She got me in on darn it, what's it called? Park Streamers um, Adventures. Is that what they're called? And it has Cordy and it has Danny and it has Bob. They're all in on it. So yeah, I was in that group last night, and they were handing out. People were giving away free. Well, not free. They're paying $5 for them for a month. And for some reason, Mitch's Adventures is a business account. I can't get a membership. No matter how hard you try, I cannot get one. YouTube will not let me have it because I have a business account. My other channels don't have business accounts, and I can accept gifts. This one I can't. Oh well, what are you going to do? Yeah, she's right here, as a matter of fact. Robert, there's Bob. Barry places right above your thing where it says, well, Cordy not live tonight. But where is she? She should be coming up again. Nightbot keeps putting her up. I think it says, do you like Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm? There's Trish Blossom Game. She's in there. She pops in every once in a while. I don't see her thing, but I know she. Oh, here it is. If you are a Disney or Knott's Berry fan, no, that's Berry Place. There you go. Disney fans, please join Cordy in California. No, I don't want to do that. Anyways, yeah, she's in there. Yes, please do what Nicole said. Please tell all your friends and family and anyone else who is a big Disney fan. You know, I don't just do art. I'm into classic cars. Lots of classic cars. We have this car show that is here in September, and it is called the Route 66 Cruising Reunion. There are over, that last year we had over 1,100 cars, and they just cruise up and down Euclid and for 2 days straight. I mean, some people go to sleep, but in the middle of the night, because I can walk to it, it's that close. You hear them all going racing up and down, and the cops go after them. You can't go faster than 25 miles an hour. Whatever. Most of them now, though, when it first started out, there were a lot of classic cars. I mean, 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Now the cars are more lowrider, and they're Chevy Impalas and Chevy. What's the other car they use? They use Impala, and they use another Chevy car. Anyways, they bounce them and they drive them sideways. And you can see them. They're on my Mitch's Adventures under playlist car shows. Tons and tons and tons and tons of pictures. Um, and I go to that every year. And I do, they have live bands there. And they have food, lots of fair food there. I mean, lots. And they've got, oops, that's on, that's got to be removed. That is on my, this is my life. Okay, let's see if I can find. Yeah, here we go. This is really cool what I did. It's kind of hard to see it though. It doesn't pick up the colors just right. Have to back it up here. Gotta go past the class reunion, past the wedding. Not my wedding. Hey, it's me and my wife at Disneyland. I was the Mad Hatter, and she was Little Red Riding Hood. All right, well, thanks for stopping by, Izzo. Um, I hope you had fun here, and I hope that next week will be a better time. And spread the word. I think that, what is today? Today is Tuesday. Tuesday night sounds like a good night to do that. I don't believe that Bob is running anything, and I don't think Cordy is. Um, of course, I can't find the cars that I took pictures of. Um, I'm also a chef, Chef Capalbo. Chef Capalbo loves his meatballs and his sauce. And Nicole loves those videos. I'm also a musician, so I do music. We go to Disneyana shows. There's Carla with they're real they're really married just like they are in the movie Hawkeye, and I forgot her name. She's a witch, Red Witch. Those two people are really married. Uh, I do trains. That's 2023. We have cat videos. There's the orange tabby. And of course, I can't find any of the cars. I collect monorails. So Mitch's Adventures is more than just um, art. Like I said, I like to cook. I like trains. I like to build my Disneyland model. I oh, someday I will build that. It's a giant HO no G scale model of the general train. My wife likes to buy me maps of Disneyland. That was in 1965 when I was born. Yeehaw! 60 years old. Let's see what else. There's no car pictures in here. I don't know where they went. Something just blew up outside. There's my Disneyland layout. I think I had, yep, I had Splash Mountain in there. Yeah, don't know where the cars are, but we got to Knott's Berry Farm, did some live streaming there, met some Disney artists. This man here is a famous artist. You ever heard of Floyd Norman? Yes, I got to meet him, and he signed some stuff for me. He signed a card for me. I didn't have anything for him to sign. Um, he worked on the Jungle Book movie and newer movies like Robin Hood, Robin Hood, and other stuff like that. This guy worked at Disneyland, and he was a ragtime piano player on Coke Corner. Of course, COVID came along and screwed that up. Pictures at D23 and Disneyland. So yeah, there's lots of things that Mitch's Adventures has done in the past and will do again someday. Like, oh, it's R2D2. That's Mickey Mouse. Can't do R2D2. Sorry. And who can not forget Maynard? It's Maynard from Disneyland. Well, he retired. He was up at the Waltz Barn. And that's about it. I'm not seeing the cars. I also go to local candy stores and ghost places, Halloween shops. They're locals, and they're always looking for somebody to get them on the internet. Of course, my wife always wins tickets to the 104.3 My FM Knott's Berry Farm Takeover, where that's where I got to meet Barry Place or Bob and Cordy because she won both years. So I got to meet Cordy and Bob that the next year. And I get to meet Danny this year. It depends on if she wins tickets again. I think that's about it. I'm gonna call it quits because I know you guys are getting tired. Hey, you're still here. Yes, I am still alive. Hey, it's Pluto. Oh yeah. This is our e-tickets to Tomorrowland. It's my blog. I gotta find a way to get that on YouTube. Here's Chef Capalvo, open, with Timothy Frog here, and he's making frog legs. No! No, I'm not making frog legs. Don't worry, Kermit. I wouldn't eat that crap. The cats. Oh, yeah. And then there's Ranger Grubhub. Ranger Grubhub likes to tell you about all the bad things that go on. What is he doing? There's a video on there. Anyways, Ranger Grubhub talks about how to work for Grubhub. And then this guy, He's really cool. He got us into Disneyland last year. Chef Oscar Martinez. And he's 95. And he got us into Disneyland. He has a lifetime pass. Walt Disney hired him in 1959 or 58 or something like that. And he worked up until 2020 because of good old COVID stopping everything. Yeah, I don't know where my car pictures are. Here, here I am at Knott's Berry Farm with Bigfoot. Who's got the bigger foot, me or him? More Kermit. Ah, here we go. There's the cars. And here's D23. This guy was my 500th subscriber. What year was that? September 15th, 2022. Can you believe that? In 2022, I only had 500 subscribers. And who did I have announce that he was the 500th subscriber? Why, Bob Gurr, of course. I don't have a picture of Bob Gurr. This was the ugliest cosplayer I ever saw. It was a guy. Yes, I went to D23. I've been to D23 every single time until last year because they sold out the tickets before we even got a chance to get them. But we got to go to the very first D23, and at that time I had a Twitter blog and I had Facebook, and I believe I had YouTube, and they said I had enough viewers that they gave me here free tickets. You have the whole weekend free. What? Press pass. I got to go for the whole weekend for free. Not my wife. They made her pay, but at least I got to go in because at the time I was DLR Best and Worst. What a horrible name. That was before it became e-ticket to Tomorrowland. But yeah, I'll show you some of the pictures here. This was an older one. I can't get a hold of the camera. Do it like this. Jack Sparrow. Jafar. I don't know what that is. That's us driving there. 100th year. Oh, it's picking this up. Anyways, Pinocchio and Geppetto, cosplayers. They were pretty cool. I mean, I got my picture with quite a few cosplayers. This guy wanted his picture with my Tron disc, and I had it signed by not the people from Tron, but another guy that created Tron. Here's a Disney artist. His name is James Mulligan. And in the background is Walt Disney's airplane, his own plane. They brought it into the Anaheim Convention Center. There's a plane. Let's see, is that better? It's hard to see it, but yeah. Oh, here's a side view of it. It was called Mickey 1, I think it was called. Oh, there it is. It says Walt's Plane. Imagine owning your own plane. Must have been nice. And then, of course, there was Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. And I got to meet him. Can't remember his name. Really important Disney guy. Of course, they fired him. I can't remember his name. Anyone know who he is? I can't read his tag. Legend. He's a Disney legend. I'm sure Izzo would know. Oh yeah, here's the Tron guy. I had my Tron disc and he made his costume. The original Tron. And no, he wasn't Clue. Here's a better picture of us together. Won't be clear. Bruce Boxleitner was there. That's who. I was trying to get my picture with him, but he wasn't around. They had these there before they were put on the ride at Florida. That's what you got to sit on when you ride the ride. Tron light cycles. We got to see them before they had built it. I forgot I got all these videos. How's that for a Belle costume? Here's Tink and Hook. I think they get a little. Yeah, you will. It's not only in America, they got it in Japan. Go to Japan. Here I am. There I am with Bob Gurr, and he announced the 500th subscriber to my channel. I don't even remember what the guy's name was. Videos. And here's Carla with Leonard Maltin. And she's lost a lot of weight since this one. This is when I got hurt and Disney paid for my thing. Oh, you guys know this truck. I'm sure you do. More cosplayers, videos, Indiana Jones. There's all the clothes they wore in the last one. Nazis. I hate those guys. There's Harrison Ford's outfit. How about a little Mandalorian for you? Yes, Pizza Planet. More costumes from Mandalorian. It's hard to see them. Here I am in my Mandalorian shirt and my suspenders and all the costumes behind me. That's when you first walk in. Oh, I got a cane? Jeez, I'm rolled. Fat. I took a lot of pictures. Here, do you remember? Come on. You remember the movie with Ernest Borgnine, The Black Hole? Here was one of the robots from the movie. Here's the one that talked like this. Here's some cosplayers. They're all pirates, mates. Yes, they even had this guy there. Don't let him snap his fingers. And you can see how big I am, not next to him. We went on a Sunday. Pin collectors, anyone? The Masquerade. There we go. Trying to load a video.
D23 yet, but I'm showing you what I'm getting off Twitter. So
okay. Here I'm in my Disney shirt. That sounds cool. Jake. This is your D23 Expo Jungle Cruise Captain. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mitch's Adventures. Hey, come on. In a messy room. Oh. Anyways, I think I've pretty much bored you guys to death now. Let me see if there's anything else worth looking at here. Oh yeah, another Joker. Alright, I'm going to show you this. Remember I told you about the guy I was standing by in front of the plane? James Mulligan did this. Mitch's Adventures did that. I like that one. Ah, it's Chef Capalbo. Good evening. I am Chef Capalbo. What is it you wanted me to make tonight? I got to use my air fryer yesterday. That was pretty cool. Made chicken. Yeah, I think that's about it. The rest of it's just paperwork and crap in here. Please, Eddie. You have a volcano in Hawaii erupting? Oh, well, I'll let you go then until you watch it. Actually, I'm going to go. This is when I got to meet Johnny Depp when they did the Lone Ranger red carpet premiere. Now, how I got these lines on my face, these scars. Let me tell you how I got these scars. How about not? All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I'm going to leave this with you guys. This should be my motto. Here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. Thanks for watching, everyone. And I want to thank all of our moderators. Why don't you guys give them a big heart? Say hello, goodbye, whichever it is you want to say. I want to thank everyone for coming in on our first show. Today is 5/6/2025, and I hope to make it better the next time, which would be, I think I'd do this bi-weekly. So not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that, which would be the 20th. I will see you guys all on the 20th. If you have any suggestions for art, please put it in on the comments. I will let it go here for a little longer. I do have to do the Goofy Train or Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway for Bob, so I will be drawing that live on. Let's see, he said he's going to go to Walt Disney World in 3 weeks, so actually I'm going to do that live on Saturday night. Jessica and Roger Rabbit. Okay, I can do that. I've already drawn them, but I can do it again. This time I can add sparkle. So Nicole is asking for Jessica and Roger Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and I will do that one. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night. Have a great morning. And I want to thank all the new subscribers out there who have joined me. And I will see you on the 20th at Mitch's Adventures. Bye, adventurers.